It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and we are in, I figured it out, Mission Hills. This is technically Mission Hills in this wonderful backyard deck. This is a Trex deck, which is reclaimed materials. It's fantastic, very forgiving, almost don't need tarps out here. And myself, Hannah, Alex, Miguel, Cullen, Terri, and Greg worked today to bring all of the materials that we collected yesterday back here, and we began getting started with the planting. We got pretty far. I mean, there's still a lot to do. I mixed in their old terracotta pots with our new glazed pottery, and it's just all really starting to come together. I feel like I'm cheating with these flowering plants because I don't use these anymore. But how pretty is that Mandevilla vine? I mean, it's just so beautiful. If any of you have had success growing this plant, please let me know some tricks or tips. Remember that we are San Diego coastal, zone 12. So, this is very mild maritime climate, and it is getting, pretty much full sun right here. This cactus belonged to the client. I'm going to do something I don't generally do, which is to put a little fertilizer on it because it just looks parched to me. So we'll give it a little cactus and succulent fertilizer. We've got a little Jerusalem sage in this aloe vera pot. Let me flip this around. Go and look a little better. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. The client loves yellow, so we're going to give that a try in that pot. I know we need to be careful not to overwater the salvias, particularly in the summer months. And the aloe vera balls just are so fun. I'm so glad that I got them.
Miguel worked on these pots?
Yeah, these pots are compliments of Miguel. He did a really, really beautiful job. As always, we're going to need more plants. So Hannah and Terri and Cullen are going to hit Oasis tomorrow morning and get me some more plants. So, these are still a work in progress here. We planted the little butterfly bush in this terracotta pot, and I found this little butterfly. Stuck that in the pot too, since it's a butterfly bush. I'm just having so much fun. This is a little Metrosideros. I used to work with this plant a lot before succulents, and again with the client loving orange, I just thought this was really cool, and I'm really feeling it in this interesting aloe vera pot that I got at Planter Paradise. This aloe brevifolia, Alex cleaned all of these up. They were a mess, and we reset those in that pot as cuttings. Obviously, nothing's been top dressed yet. I'm waiting to get my top dressing to see, basically how all this plays out. This is another plant that has sentimental value for the client. It's a ancient aloe, and I wanted to throw it away. But Marin said, no, don't throw it away. So we worked really hard. Hannah cleaned it up the best she could, and we did transplant it into a larger pot, distressed, cut off half of the root ball. It was super root bound, and I'm hoping that it will make a comeback too, now that we've treated it right. The gutters will be filled with beautiful succulents tomorrow after the guys get back from Oasis. And how about this euonymus shrub in this aloe vera pot? How cool is that? Pretty. Cullen put together this trio, which is, really impressive considering Cullen is colorblind. I think he did a really, really good job with that combination. We also had a challenge with an exposed air conditioning unit. So we moved this fern jade combo after Terri and Hannah got it all cleaned up. We moved it over here to kind of block the air conditioning unit, and then moved the euphorbia into the corner there. I added a little aeonium that I found languishing, and this pot, we had to break a plant out of the pot, so I just staged the broken pot in here, like so.
The aloe over here,
kind of cute,
was from that pot.
Oh yeah, the busted or the ugly aloe, yeah. So the only way we had to decide kind of, well, who are we saving? The mom? Or are we saving the pot? Who are we saving? So they decided the plant was more important than the pot. So there you go. But we were able to bring the pot back into the mix. We've got this really gorgeous bright orange fuchsia in this yellow pot, which is just popping. Still, you know, have our work cut out for us here. Here's another one of our aloe vera balls. Loving these in this garden. I bought, you know, 3 in descending sizes, and I figured if I don't pull them in here, I'll pull them in somewhere, but they're working out really well. We also up-planted this vine. It was in a smaller pot, so we put it in a larger pot, added some additional potting soil, and I'm also going to fertilize this and water it in really well in the hopes that it kind of gets its legs. We found this Pachypodium lemurei out front in this pot, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads on it. And I think with a little supplemental irrigation, it will really take off. Then Hannah just blew out this pot with the kalanchoes and a big echeveria. I'm loving the look of that. And this big boot belonged to the client. It was out on her front porch, and it just had the Morganianum in it. And it was very, very rangy. So Hannah tightened this all back up, added some Lycopoidioides and Agavioides, some Brevifolia, and then this little bit of donkey tail. And that looks amazing, Han.
Thank you.
This ball hasn't actually really been staged yet, but I'm not necessarily hating it where it's at.
Let's show them the pig butt.
Oh yeah, we got a pig, and the pig's got like a real butt, like a dent in the butt and everything. It's very, very lifelike. Very interesting. The crew is very intrigued with the pig butt today. So Terri planted out the strawberry pot. We've got a little trio of Baccarnia recurvata in this low vase. Love the Agavoides over there in that green pot. And then Hannah did this red hot poker in our head pot. This jade belonged to the client, and it's going to be a gift to a relative when he gets his first house. So basically all I'm going to do with this is top dress it. I think it's a really, really pretty shape. So yeah, there's still a few pots that I'm going to bring in from the front courtyard tomorrow. But we are making really super progress. Here's some donkey tail that we are going to pull into the gutters when the time comes tomorrow. And oh my gosh, this is just really shaping up every bit as beautifully as I'd hoped. So thank you guys so much for your interest in this series and for following and for sharing the videos with your other garden loving friends. Thanks for your subscriptions. We're getting ever so close to 100,000. And, you know, just for all your fantastic comments. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, reporting in Mission Hills with your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.